Hello everybody. My topic is on the nucleus management in SICS. All methods basically deal with the same principle, that is dislocate the nucleus into the anti-H chamber and then remove it from the anti-H chamber. By removing it from the anti-H chamber, we always employ some sort of posterior scleral pressure to express the nucleus out of the eye. Some people do mechanically break it within the anterior chamber. I will not be dealing with this, and needless to say, all methods have to be safe to the endothelium and the wound architecture has to be perfect. Since this is a basic lecture, I will be talking about a safe, reproducible method for easy learning and with relative reproducibility. The requirements would be adequate wound size and architecture, adequate rhexis size, good hydroprocedures, and good endothelial protection. The wound size should be adequate with very good scleral pockets. It is more or less a trapezoid in shape. Needless to say, the rhexis also should be of adequate size in order to safely deliver the nucleus from the bag into the anterior chamber. Here I am doing the rhexis with a bent 26 gauge needle. However, one can use a Utrata forceps or whatever he is comfortable with. Hydrodissection should be perfect and should break all the capsular cortical attachments in order to have free mobility of the nucleus. The most common method of dislocating the nucleus into the antechamber is with hydrodissection. You go with your hydrodissection cannula, go to one end of the rhexis and send in a fluid of BSS so that it posteriorly dislocates the nucleus and brings one pole into the anterior chamber. This can be used for all sorts of cataracts. One can also dislocate the nucleus into the anterior chamber with the use of dialers after hydrodissection. But you have to be very careful while you are engaging one pole and cartwheeling it out into the anterior chamber. Do not engage the rhexis by mistake. Sometimes there is no support for the nucleus and the nucleus is freely mobile, and it becomes extremely difficult to either hydrodissect it or to even cartwheel it out. In these situations, I do what is called the pickup technique. I just sandwich the nucleus between both my dialers and pick it out of the bag. The left video shows a typical struggle with a mobile nucleus. Coming to removal of the nucleus from the anterior chamber, once it has been dislocated into the anterior chamber, there are several methods. I will, however, deal with only the common methods and the safe methods that I utilize. These are hydroexpression, viscoexpression, the two dialer technique as a sandwich or without a sandwich, just with posterior scleral pressure, and the vectis with or without the sandwich technique. All of these methods use some sort of posterior scleral pressure. And this is how you go about doing the hydroexpression. Once the nucleus is dislocated into the anterior chamber, you pressurize the anterior chamber with BSS itself, then come out and using the tip of your hydrodissection cannula, place some posterior scleral pressure and deliver out the nucleus from the anterior chamber. Basically, the next method, that is the viscoexpression, utilizes the same principles of hydroexpression, except that here I am using viscoelastic to achieve the same end. Probably my favorite method of delivering the nucleus, both dislocating it into the anterior chamber with the two dialer technique, and then sandwiching or using the dialer as posterior scleral pressure and bringing out the nucleus out into the external environment. This is another commonly used method of nucleus delivery, and the first video on the top you can see I've actually tumbled the nucleus and then with a single dialer rotated it out. I then put visco all around the nucleus, the sides, top, bottom, put in a vectis and deliver it by using posterior scleral pressure on the posterior lip of the sclera to bring out the nucleus. Well, with all of these methods, you can still have problems, and I'll put it in two parts. One is when you can't dislodge the nucleus into the anterior chamber, probably you have an inadequate rhexis, your technique is not proper, or even worse, you may be having a PCR with vitreous loss, or sometimes while trying to cartwheel the nucleus out, you are engaging the rhexis margin. All this has to be looked into. When the rhexis is small, please do not try to express the nucleus out into the anterior chamber, as you will land up as an intracapsular extraction. So either you scallop the rhexis border and make it larger, or you spiral out the rhexis and make it larger, or you give relaxing cuts on the rhexis margin, especially when it is associated with a small pupil. Small pupil can lead to a lot of complications, so it is better to address it. One, you can either do sphincterotomies or you can use iris hooks, and please watch how I am putting the iris hook at the 12 o'clock position. I can explain later in discussion if somebody wants to know more about it. When you face difficulty in delivering the nucleus from the anterior chamber to the external environment, you probably have an inadequate wound, that is a small wound which will have to be enlarged, or your nucleus is getting engaged posterior to the posterior lip, in which case you have to dislodge it anteriorly either with a blunt instrument or with OVD, and then bring it and engage it into the wound and bring it out. Or probably the nucleus itself is so large, at least the anterior posterior diameter is so large, which you have not noticed. In either case, you have to still enlarge the wound to bring out the nucleus. Thank you so much for listening to this talk.